fans. We're here today with Erik from Ancient Rites, the old school band that is coming to Israel for the second time now after a long period of 22 years. So, Erik, last time that so happy to be here. How you been today?
I'm okay today. It's a quiet Sunday here in my apartment. I played some guitar, watched some YouTube. I'm okay. Tomorrow back to work. So for today I'm fine, quiet, and I'm happy to do this interview with you.
All right, so that sounds cool. You know what? So what do you? This is just a question that pops up. Like, what is your day job besides being a rock star? What?
At the moment, I'm supervising the incoming goods at my company. So deliverers and suppliers deliver goods, and I have to check them. And I have some girls with me who do the bookings. And if there are problems, then I'm trying to solve them. That's basically my job, my day job.
That's great. And then over the weekend, you put the corpse paint on and rocking the stages, right? That's cool. So last time that we talked was 22 years ago when you guys visited Israel as part of the Dim Carcosa tour. So what have you been up to since the last time we talked, like 22 years ago? What's new?
Now, we've been quite busy, except we haven't visited Israel in the meantime. Okay. But after Dim Carcosa, we recorded a new album called Rubicon with a new lineup. We did some shows, the usual stuff. And later on, we recorded Lager. That's our latest album. It's from 2015, if I'm not mistaken, or 2016. We also did a few shows again, also with a new lineup. And now we are here. At the moment we are focused on the old school stuff. So that's what we are doing at the moment.
That's so. And how does it feel to come back to Israel after this long time?
I'm looking forward to it. How does it feel? I don't know. I will experience it when we are back in Tel Aviv. And let me tell you, I have some great memories of the last time. It was absolutely unique for us to be in Israel back in 2001 already. So it's more than 20 years. Great memories. It was a great show and was also a great visit to Israel. We spent some time at the beach. I also remember we did a signing session at a record store. It was absolutely great to be in Israel back then. And I'm looking forward to come to Tel Aviv in a few weeks, and we'll see what will happen then. And of course, it will be positive. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It will be great. I'm just looking forward to it.
That sounds amazing.
And the rest of us also, of course. Some of the new members have never been to Israel, so for them it will be new. Gunther and I are the ones who were there in 2001. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
So let's talk a bit about like the changes that you have. So a bit of a tragedy you had like in 2021. Ancient Rites experienced a tragedy where your drummer passed away. The drummer that had been with you for over 30 years in the band has passed away. And so first of all, I want to send on behalf of the fans from Israel to send the condolences both to the band, friends, and family from us. And how do you guys recover from the loss?
That's a difficult question. It was quite unexpected, as you may expect. Gunther called me back then, and he basically said on the phone that Walter has died, and I was like, "What?" You know, there was something I didn't expect. Neither Gunther and the rest of the band. He was full of life. He just moved to a new house with his family. There were no signs like that he was gonna leave us forever. So yeah, it was quite hard, difficult. One thing I regret is that I couldn't go to the funeral because of COVID restrictions back then. It was during the COVID period. I did manage to see him. I don't know how you exactly say that. I could say goodbye to him when he was lying. I don't know how to say that, but at least I did say something to him. But I couldn't attend the funeral, unfortunately. Yeah, we were thinking like, are we going to continue? And we left it. Let's say the band didn't exist for 2 months or so, like, and then we pick up the pieces again. Okay, let's continue. Walter would probably have wanted us to continue also, so that is also in our minds. And of course, if there's a new album, it will be dedicated to Walter. And Günther always mentions during the shows also the passing of Walter, and that everything is dedicated to him. So, but we miss him. But we have a new band, which is kicking ass at the moment. And yeah, you can't really replace Walter, but we have to.
Well, I think that the decision that you take, that you guys took, is the best one. I think this is the best way to remember him, by you preserving his work and creation and all the things that you've done together. And as a fan, we wanted to thank you and to cherish the memory of the great work that was done by him and you guys and all together. So moving to the new, as part of that recovery process, you guys took not one but two new band members, both a new drummer, and also Gunther is now stepped down from the bass, right? And doing on the vocals. So how is the new blood in Ancient Rites? How the band dynamics and everything?
First of all, Gunther quit bass playing since we recorded Rubicon. Yeah. So in Israel, the last time in Israel, Gunther was still playing bass. But he doesn't do that for a long time. And for a long time, we didn't even have a bass player. But last year, when we played our show at Under the Black Sun, we had a crew member with us. Patrick is his name. He was also at the old school shows a few years ago. And he fits perfectly in our team. And after the show in Germany at Under the Black Sun, we decided maybe Patrick should be our bass player, and we agreed to. And so Patrick is now our bass player. Furthermore, during COVID, I was looking for a new drummer. We didn't announce that we were searching for a new drummer, and of course he had big shoes to fill. And so I sent some messages via Facebook. If some people know drummers or other people who know maybe drummers who are interested, and via my Facebook contacts, or better say our Facebook contacts, we got a message from John Barry, who also plays in Slaughter Messiah and Nocturnal, and he fits in perfectly. He's a great guy, and he's now doing bashing the skins for Ancient Rites, and he's proud of it, and he has a lot of how do you say that? He likes Walter a lot and has a lot of respect for his playing. So I think we have a good drummer and a good bass player for it. And Jori Hogeveen is on guitar, and he's originally from my hometown, but he moved to somewhere else. I asked him if he could step in for Thomas a few years ago. That was already before COVID. For a lot of people, Jori is probably relatively new. And Gunther and I are the ones who are still in Ancient Rites. Of course, Gunther is the only original member. I'm pretty a long-standing member at the moment since 1996. So that's quite some time. And I have to say the younger guys bring a certain energy which hasn't been there before. My experience with other band members is also, no matter what band or style or whatever you do, the sound will change always with other band members, whether it's a bass player, drummer, guitarist, whoever. There will be a new kind of vibe, sound, and at the moment, yeah, we have a good vibe, and I like the band the way it is now. The guys are doing great, and yeah, the shows are also pretty good at the moment. I love it.
That sounds amazing. So let's talk about like the new blood coming in, and a lot of new materials. Your latest album, Lagas, was released 8 years ago, which is the newest music you released, and the one before that was 9 years before that. Why does it take you, Ancient Rise, to so long to release new music?
I don't have a good explanation for it, to be honest, but I do think that the lineup changes don't help in that regard. For myself, I'm not a fast writer. I want to be, if I write my own stuff or stuff for Ancient Rise, it has to be perfect. Yeah. So yeah, it takes what it takes, and yeah, I wish it could be faster, but we can't. For some reason, we can do it faster. So I don't know.
So a bit of a scoop. So when should us fans should expect new tunes by with the new lineup and Ancient Rites? Something cooking? There's nothing cooking at the moment. You just.
I hope next year, because this year I think maybe too early. I don't know. I wish we can do it this year. Also, a fact which doesn't help us is that everybody lives far away from each other. You can't come in together in a rehearsal room every week and jam some new stuff. So yeah, people have to write their stuff separate and then communicate via email or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, what can fans expect? I don't know. I hope this year. I don't think it's realistic to expect a new album this year. Would be better, but for myself, at least, I'm working on some riffs for Ancient Rites. I have quite a lot of them, and we have to make songs out of it. And we try to go. The idea is to try to go more old school, like in comparison to Lager. We are focusing on the old school stuff nowadays, and I think it's good that we go back to our roots. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done, but that's at least some kind of focus to work on.
So this is kind of the question. You just the last one of the last question that I put down as one of your most significant turns was between Blasphemia Eternal to Fatherland, when you decided to go more melodic, and then and that trend kind of continued. So it's a two-part question. One, are you returning more to that old school sound of the first albums with the new materials that you're starting to write? And the second question is, what brought the change to go more melodic or back? Is it just a feeling where you thought what is right, or something else was behind it?
The change happened naturally because of a new lineup. I joined the band, and Jan Ierlund from Finland joined the band. He lived in Amsterdam back then. I have a thrash background, so the more old school stuff fits perfectly for me. Jan Ierlund was more melodic, so I think the combination that Jan and I brought to the band was kind of a more melodic. And on the other end, the songs became a bit more faster, like Mother Euro, for instance. That was faster than we did than Ancient Rites did on the older albums. Yeah, it's just what I also already said. Depends on which members you have in the band, it will change the sound. So it happened naturally. There was also a wish from Günther and Walter back then, when I was session member on tour, that they wanted a keyboard player. So it's also progressed what was wanted. So, and why we did it, because of what I already said. And we had it was a great change, because in the end, I'm talking to you now. Maybe if we didn't, maybe Ancient Rites took a different path. I don't know. It might have brought us where we are now. And for the new material, yeah, the thing is, we try to go for more old school. I expect it a little bit more to fatherland. That's what my expectations will be.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
kind of,
sounds.
but the old material still also has its melodic side. So it's not that we didn't, of that ancient rites didn't completely play without any melody. Like
I was just
from,
referring to more of
yeah,
like the thresh sound to like the whole orchestra
yeah.
that's very akin to Dim Corcosa and Lagos, etc. Yeah.
I think we will do less orchestration, but we will add some, probably a few choirs like on the first albums. We will see what happens. I expect it to go more to fatherland, maybe with less orchestration. I don't know. We will see. Everybody has his thing to say when it comes to new songs. We'll see. I can't predict, but yeah, try to go more old school, but we'll see what happens.
So, Erik, in your free time, what kind of bands do you listen to? What you're enjoying? And
Oh, it can be anything. I listen from classic rock to extreme black metal. So that sums it a bit up. But I sometimes go to different shows in the Netherlands. In November, I went to see Christian with Nile. Now, Christian is quite extreme, which I love. But I also
unlike
like
Nile, which is
yeah,
a blues.
of course. Yeah, no, but I also listen to, let's say, Rory Gallagher or Bad Company. I still love Judas Priest. Yeah, you name it. I have a rich collection. I listen to a lot of music, play a lot of guitar. I still love music in general. So yeah, I listen to a lot, but it differs from time to time. In some periods you listen more to Iron Maiden, or a few months later I'm more into, let's say, Testament or whatever, or Creator, you name it.
Yeah, that's cool. So, Erik, the last question is, what should the audience in Israel expect from your triumphant return to Israel?
We are still focused on the old school stuff, so we will try to give a more old school vibe. We also do the corpse paint again, which is great. I think I never did that before, but since the old school stuff, I do that now also. But it's fine, and we will give an energetic performance, and we will try to add a few more newer songs. So we still have to rehearse, but we will try to add a few more new songs, newer. So that everybody, that the audience still gets some Dim Corcosa and a bit of Fatherland. So, but we'll give an energetic show with the new guys. So it will be good. It will be great.
That sounds amazing. So again, looking forward to seeing you guys here again. It's been way too long, and we can't
way too long.
Way too long, and hopefully that for the next show after this one, I hope we won't be needed to wait another 22 years, because then I'll need to come with a wheelchair to the show, right?
Yeah, sure. After a new album, we have to, I think. A new album will also gain us some more attention again, which is important nowadays. Always.
It is. Always. So, Erik, again, thank you so for
You're welcome.
again for your time, and we'll talk soon. See you soon.